She is perhaps the most celebrated female artist of all time. The Dali Museum is hosting a special exhibition of the triumphant story of Frida Kahlo. And joining me today to share some of the details is Executive Director Hank Hein. Welcome.
Thank you, Sean.
So the Dali, I'm on the record, it's my favorite museum in the world, and I was, the last time I was there was for Disney and Dali, which was the greatest exhibition I've ever seen. Is this Frida Kahlo as good as the Disney exhibition?
Well, I have to say it's also my favorite museum, Sean.
There you go. You have to say that.
It is as good. And as a matter of fact, this is the first time we've had a woman artist in the new building as the lead.
Really?
So we're very proud to have Frida Kahlo, really the best known woman artist in the world, and certainly the most famous Mexican artist as well.
Yeah, and we're seeing some of the photos there of Frida.
That's her wedding day.
Is that her wedding day?
When she married Diego Rivera.
Look how beautiful she is. Now, famously with her eyebrows, famous eyebrows, do you guys address that, the eyebrows, why she wore them like that?
Well, she wanted to show how, as a natural person, she could be stunning, and she was stunning.
Gorgeous.
And she adopted the clothing of the indigenous Mexican woman. The headdresses, the heavy jewelry, the petticoats and ribbons and bows.
Yeah.
So she was a dramatic person who let her femininity really show.
Yeah, this is the first solo exhibition of Kahlo in Florida.
That's correct.
Ever. Wow, that's tremendous. And of course, you guys have it. Now, is she considered a surrealist like Dali?
Very much so. And when to see her images, they seem very dreamlike. And she also was very much interested in the subconscious. She was interested in the body. She was interested in transgressive things that were like the other surrealists.
Right. Now, Susan Sarandon, the great Susan Sarandon, narrates the tour, the audio tour, but you have two different versions of it. You have a family version, then one for grown-ups. Tell us about that.
Okay, well, Susan Sarandon narrates both. There's a family tour, and then there's the general public tour.
Sure.
And the reason we separated them slightly is because some of the images of Frida's are very challenging. They're
Provocative.
They're about life's challenges as a woman, childbirth, miscarriages, things like that. So we wanted people to have the opportunity to take one that's just a little bit less challenging to young children.
Sure. Now, did they ever meet when they were both alive? Did they ever meet?
Well, they very well could have. They could have had a glass of wine, maybe a tequila together, because they were at the same place at the same time. In New York at the same time, and in Paris at the same time.
Dali is so fascinating because here you have Disney and Dali had these similarities, even though they seem very different. And then you also have Frida Kahlo and Dali, which have these similarities too. I mean, he's very, for being such a distinctive, unique personality, he really blends with a lot of these other people. It's all imagination, isn't it? That's where it comes from.
I think it is. Dali was very central to so many things in the 20th century.
Yeah.
And in Mexico, Frida was very central too. You know, the Russian revolutionary Trotsky came and stayed in her house after he was being hunted down in Russia.
Wow.
So she was in the middle of all the foment of the era. Yeah.
Now there's also, I love the landscape, the grounds of the Dali. Frida has a garden there. We've recreated her garden out there, right? By the dream, is it called the Wishing Tree?
By the Wish Tree, yes.
The Wish Tree, yeah.
Yes, we have recreated.
The mustaches out there and everything. Yeah.
We have it now made of steel.
Oh, really? It was foam before.
Yeah.
It was getting beat up because everybody wants to pose by that
birds
thing.
were living in it. But now it's Corten steel, done by a local artist. It's very beautiful. Yes, we have her garden replicated with a little Aztec temple that she had set up with flowers and plants and candles and figurines. Beautiful Mexican thing with the wonderful plants, the same plants that were in her garden in Mexico that she loved so much, where she had her animals, her birds, she had her wonderful dogs and monkeys.
Oh, and how long does the exhibition last?
It lasts until Easter.
Okay. But get out there. The crowds have been, I know, enormous so far, and the response has been tremendous. There's your information right there. Frida Kahlo at the Dali, now through April 17th. First ever solo show of Frida Kahlo in Florida, which is just tremendous. TheDali.org for more information. I could talk to you all day. We should go have a tequila.
Well,
one of these days.
I wanted to make a recommendation about your dating because we have.
Thanks, Carly, for bringing that up earlier.
On 11 February, on the Saturday before Valentine's Day, we have something called Amor Inspirado, the inspiring love, and it's about her relationship to Diego, and it's a wonderful dinner for young lovers. So try that out.
There you go. Thank you, everybody, for helping with my dating life. Thanks, Hank. All right.